Χαίρετε. In the last lesson, we learned how to say I see. Do you remember what it was? Horo. And a few lessons ago, we learned the word for student. Let's say the student. Ho mathetes. What declension and gender is this? It's a first declension masculine noun. What were the two masculine endings for first declension? Es and as with a long alpha. We're going to say now, you see the student. Ton mathetein horais. Ton mathetein horais. Remember how I said in the last section that horo is sometimes written as horao? This is because horo is the contracted form of horao. So while the U form of horao is horais, as we'd expect, the E sound in the U form of horo gets contracted to horais. It becomes that little iota below the alpha. And how did we say the student learns? Ho mathetes mantani. It's almost the same as student, but slips a nu in at the beginning. And we also learned another related word and a longer sentence. Let's try to say now, the student learns the lesson. Ho mathetes mantani to mathema. We also learned two other related words. Do you remember how to say, you write a letter, as in letter of the alphabet? Gramma graphis. And can you guess what the following word means? Hippopotamos. Obviously, English adopted this word from Greek, although through Latin, which is why the ending changed. Let's try to say now, I have a small hippopotamus. Ton hippopotamon mikron echo. Now the reason we learn this word is not just because it's a gimme, but because it is composed of two other words. Hippopotamos literally means river horse. Horse is hippos, and river is potamos. Let's say now, he or she sees the river. Ton potamon horai. Ton potamon horai. Remember, to get the third person conjugation of most verbs, we just remove the final sigma from the U form, or second person form. And can you figure out the next sentence? Honailos esti potamos. Honailos esti potamos. The Nile is a river. And can you guess what this word means? He polis. He polis. It's in the word metropolis and means the city. The Sparta in Greek is pronounced he Sparte. He Sparte. Try to say now, Sparta is a city. He Sparte esti polis. And you remember how to say the Greece from the last lesson? He Hellas. The dative form is a little unpredictable since this is a third declension noun. It's tei heladi, tei heladi. Let's try to say now, Sparta is in Greece. He Sparte en tei heladi estin. He Sparte en tei heladi estin. Now, the way to say what in Greek is tis. If referring to something masculine or feminine, and simply ti. If referring to something neuter or nondescript. And what Latin word is this similar to? Quis. This next sentence might blow your mind. Ti estin e Rome. Ti estin e Rome. What is Rome? In Greece, the semicolon is used to indicate a question, which takes a little getting used to. I've also heard from Europeans that the Greeks shake their head for yes and nod for no, but I'm not sure if this is true because when I searched online, it said they tilt their head down for yes and up for no. If you know which is true, leave a comment below, especially if you're Greek. Okay, let's answer this question now. E Rome esti megale polis. E Rome esti megale polis. Rome is a big city. If you remember, the masculine version of this adjective was megas. But it's a little irregular and often uses the stem megal, which is in the words megalomania and acromegaly. And finally, here's the neuter form of this adjective. Vivlion mega eho. Vivlion mega eho. I have a big book. Okay, in the next lesson, we'll start reading our first story in Greek, so stay tuned. If you'd like to support the channel, there's a link to Patreon in the description box, or you can hit the join button below to become a member on YouTube. Thanks.